Hello stock traders, I hope all of you had a terrific trading day and a terrific Monday. In today's video, I'm going to cover how our stocks are doing in the top 7, give some updates and some different things that are coming forth, so you will want to stay till the end of the video. Also going to cover a few stocks that a few of the subscribers of this channel have asked that I take a look at. So that should be pretty interesting. I'm looking forward to taking a look at that, and hopefully you are too. Also going to cover the different stock moves that I made within my portfolio and why. And some of those stocks, if you are holding those or you're seeing those, then you'll get updated on those. But I will have links in the description down below and also show you all the different trades down below. So check out the description for that. But before we get going, if you can hit that most amazing and wonderful like button, I would appreciate it very much. Also, if you haven't done so before or you're new to seeing this channel, please subscribe and turn on those bell notifications so you get notified when new videos comes out. I do have a Patreon group. I have a link in the description down below, and in my channel I make stock callouts. I put it out there. Now, I am not a financial advisor. Of course, you need to do your own due diligence, but I am a successful trader who over the last 18 years have had 17 years of beating the S&P 500. So I have a very good track record, and that comes by following my strategy. Each and every stock that I buy and sell, I have a reason for why I bought it and why I sold it. I follow rule-based strategies, and I have quite a few of them, different ones, and we will kind of cover and talk about that continuously on this channel. Anyway, let's get into it. Let's take a look at a few stocks and get going. Let's start off with the S&P 500. Today was just kind of like, a so-so day, up 0.24%. The triple Qs actually didn't do well. And so that's kind of interesting on the hourly chart. We are seeing lower highs and lower lows, which is not good for the triple Qs. So it'll be interesting to see how that fares going forward. Now, I've marked out a resistance and support level for tomorrow. 44.23 is an important resistance level on the SPX, with support all the way down to 437, and it's rather important. 43.73, excuse me. It's rather important that we hold that level. Breaking down below that could be a double top situation to where we see much lower prices going forward, and so it'll be interesting to see how all that plays out. That is something to watch. Now, the VIX was up a little bit, not a lot, up 1.62 all the way to 15.07. That's nowhere near the 1850 average, and so we are still low from that, but we are starting to see a little bit more volatility in the market, and so that's something to watch, and that's really interesting. Okay, so the very first stock that was talked about in the comment section down below from the last video, and if you want me to cover a stock in this, please message me within the comment section of this video. I will cover it on the very next video that we go through. So let's take a look and see on SQQQ. So basically what this does is this takes the triple Qs and as you short it, it's a leveraged ETF, 3x leveraged ETF. So if the triple Qs go down by 1%, the SQQQ goes up by 3%. So it is more volatile than the regular triple Qs. And so you can make some good money if you plan good buy and sell points. You can see here that there's lots of volatility in the market, and so you can make money following these. Now, right now, there are no buy signals, although we had a couple clusters of buy signals. And with the hourly chart of the triple Qs with lower highs and lower lows, I think the SQQQ, and so it was really interesting that this was a stock that was called for me to cover. I think that this one can see its move upwards. Now, we are nowhere near to a sell point on this. And so this is something to watch, and this is already in my personal portfolio. I like to leverage some of these as a hedge against the market moving lower, especially after seeing buy signals. I am way down in this, as a lot of these buy signals earlier I bought, and average down as I went, which is something I really don't like to do, but sometimes I will on some of these leveraged ETFs, in knowing that a pullback would happen at some point. So I have a good amount of money in this, so it'll be interesting to see if we get that rise and then we can get the sell signal and get an exit, which for me would probably still be at a loss. But anyway, this is one to watch over the next couple of days. We shall see if the CPI report even gives us more volatility as we go forward. There's more banking concerns. Banking concerns are becoming a thing again. Bank of America is one that is under a lot of concerns in this new situation going on. Another stock that was called out in the comment section that wanted cover was Vinco Ventures. And anyway, this is one that has had some buy signals in the past, lots of buy signals, but it continues to move downwards. But there's been some recent news on this one stating that one of the officers, one of the insiders in the company, thought that this was a $1 billion company for market cap. And that's well and good, but we haven't seen any insider activity. So I would feel a lot stronger about not an insider just saying that, but an insider actually having a Form 4 and actually buying shares. If it's such a phenomenal deal, I would like to see that money pour in. And so this one is one that has not had any insider activity of significance for a very long time, and it is just seems to be going lower and lower. So it'll be interesting to see if we get a pop here. At some point, this thing will bottom out and start to head higher. It'll be interesting. This one is heavily shorted. You can see that the stock in the past has been heavily shorted. I've seen this on shorts before, short reports before. And so anyway, this one's an interesting one. It isn't quite for me, but and it doesn't fit any of my strategies currently, but we do have buy signals here. We do have an insider talking. Hopefully there's some follow-up. Now, if I saw insider activity on this, I would be all over it in an instant. So if we see a Form 4 reported on BBIG, this will be one to get in big time. All right, the next one is In-Phase Energy. One of the buyers or one of the people in the comment section mentioned this and wanted me to cover this stock. I like In-Phase Energy. I've had this before after insider activity and played this little run right here after insider activity. They have upcoming earnings, and so that's something to watch coming up. We had a buy signal here recently, and it is moving up and back into the right direction. So this is one to watch for a sell signal before earnings. I'm not one to risk a stock having bad earnings or the reaction from investors being poor, even when it hasn't had bad news. And so this one, in my opinion, is a pass right now from where I'm at. But if there was more insider activity, I can see playing this for a quick move for a sell signal. Most likely, we won't see insider activity till after earnings are reported. A lot of companies restrict the insider activity as we get going. But this is one to watch. I think this is a good, solid stock. I like it a lot. I've traded it before, and very recently traded it before. Had a really nice gain. I think it was almost 10% on that. Felt really good. Bought on buy signals and then sold out here after insider activity. But anyway, good, solid stock. I like this one. But I think at the moment right now, for me, it doesn't fit any of my strategies, especially coming up to earnings so soon. Okay, now let's cover some of the stock moves that I made personally in my portfolio. The first one, and you can't see the sell signal because it was way up here, but we got a sell signal here. This was part of my PDUFA run-up play. Sold this one for a whopping 0.41% gain. So pretty pathetic. Bought in over here on this. They had an upcoming PDUFA date. But, you know, with that sell signal today, I decided to take my profits, even though they were very meager. This next one was a loser for me. This was one of my hedges, and this is SPXS, and we had a sell signal right here on this, and so I decided to sell and actually sold this in my personal portfolio for a 7.25% loss. But I didn't want to be in this anymore. I think, you know, no one really knows where the market's going, and so seeing this sell signal, I decided to take that hedge off even at a loss. I will watch it for re-entry after 30 days has passed since I've taken my loss. For those of you who don't know, you want to do that type of process. If you have a loss on a stock, you do not want to buy it back within 30 days because the tax implications can be huge on a taxable account. It's something you need to be aware of. It's called a wash sale and the wash sale rule. But that is for another video. Let's move on. The next one sold IGMS after insider activity. What is going on here? Oh, I know what's happening. Let me change the 4-hour chart. Okay, this makes a lot more sense. SQQQ. I didn't have the 4-hour chart on, everybody, so sorry about that. I like these 4-hour candles. You can see why I sold LIAN right here. And SPXS also with the sell signal here. That's the reason why I exited there. So I had it changed to the daily for some reason. All right, so IGMS sold this after insider activity. This was a successful trade. Sold for a 4.51% gain. Probably could have got more, but bought in here off of insider activity. Was losing there for a while, but then it came back and did okay. So this was a solid trade, lasted about a week. Love insider activity and paying attention to what those directors and officers are doing. We're talking about legally reported insider activity. And then sold ACET for a really nice 35.59% gain after insider activity. Now it was way down here, had this and didn't have it for very long, half a week. Got out of it for a really, really solid gain. So this was a fantastic trade. Some other stocks that I bought today. So these are ones that I took a position on today. The first one is RILY, B RILY Financial. This is part of my long-term dividend strategy, and alerted this in our in our Discord this morning. And bought in at an average of 45.15 after buy signals here. Looking for this for another solid trade. This is one that I've traded multiple times. This has been a solid stock for me, and I think it's something you might take a look at if you like this type of strategy. I love it because of its high yield that it provides, and also because the spike ability of the price. It also does very well that way. Also took a position on TWOU today. This is part of my active ETF strategy. This is a stock that's within the ARK-K ETF, and on this buy signal, decided it was time to take a position. So far did very well, finished up 4.90%. This is ticker symbol TWOU. The next, DNA, took a position on this. This is also part of my active ETF strategy. And man, this has flown up. It had a really good day today, 11.86% gain. I am well up in it. Called it out this morning in our premium room and in our complete portfolio room, and doing rather nice. All right, the next is AVAV, another active ETF strategy stock. My average is 96.67, expecting a nice run on this stock. Had a decent day today, but didn't really blow it off, finishing up 1.84%. I think I got in it in pre-market at a really good price, and so I think I'm up around 2.5% on it so far. The next was Iridium Communications. This is ticker symbol IRDM. Part of the active ETF strategy. This is another ARK ETF stock that has been very popular. Really didn't do anything today, so if you are looking for a solid stock for tomorrow, I like this after buy signals, and so I'm expecting a nice move upwards. Sold this one, bought and sold this one quite a bit in the past. This has been a great stock for me, and I think it's one you could like also. All right, did lots of buying today. Also bought PACB, so PACB. This is Pacific Biosciences of California. And this was another really nice mover today. I got it early in the market day, called it out in our premium room, and this is part of the active ETF strategy. This one well up over 10% on it because I got it for super cheap in pre-market. Sometimes you can snipe really good deals in pre-market, and so it's worth taking a look with some of these indicators. And then last but not least, bought DOMO, ticker symbol DOMO. This is based off of insider activity. Had a terrific day in it today. Up in it around 10%. Called this out in our basic room of our private Discord. And anyway, this one was a real nice mover. I think it has more to go. Looking forward to seeing what happens with it. And that is all the moves that I made in my portfolio today. All right, so let's start with number 7 as part of the top 7. These are the 7 stocks that I've been covering from the beginning for just this channel, absolutely free. This is CRSP, CRISPR Therapeutics, remains at number 7. Since calling this out, I am down 6.25%. If you would have joined in and when I talked about it, you were probably up after today. Had a very good day on the market. All right, number 6 is DRIP. This is a bearish oil and gas ETF. And so this is bearish 2 times on oil and gas stocks. Since calling this out is down 0.67%. So far not doing so great. Had this nice little buy cluster here, bought in here. Called it out within this buy cluster, and it's just been kind of whipsawing around. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes. TZA had a rough day on the market. I am now down 1.18% since calling this out. So this one is not going the right direction so far. But we could see a pullback in the market. We could see a double top. And if so, small caps would suffer pretty heavily. And so this is one, it'll just depend. This is 3 times bearish. So the further that small caps go down, the more that this moves up. And just continuing to hold this one and waiting for a sell signal. Have not gotten anything yet. All right, next is SDOW. And so this shorts the Dow. And so expecting, again, a pullback. So far, this one has been pretty decent, up 3.80% since calling it out during this little buy cluster right down here. And so far, so good. Today, it didn't have a great day, finished down 1.86%. But that means because the market was up, so my other stocks did well. And so, you know, that's the thing with a hedge like this. This is designed to be a hedge against your other positions. All right, next we have RPRX. This is number 3 on the list. It finished, I am up 0.37% since calling this out after insider activity. So this has had strong insider activity. This is Royalty Pharma, ticker symbol RPRX. And it had an okay day, just kind of sat there, really didn't do anything. And number 2 is VERV Therapeutics. This is part of my active ETF strategy. This is part of ARK-K and ARK-G. And so I like this one a lot for a solid move. It had a very good day, up 6.37%. Since calling this out, it is up 7.99% on this channel. $42.80 average analyst target price. So we have more than 100% according to analysts of upside here. So this stock continues to do well. We shall see how it finishes. And number 1 is MESO Blast Limited and ticker symbol MESO. This is part of my PDUFA strategy. They have a PDUFA date coming on August 2nd, $10.50 average analyst target. And so far since calling this out on this channel, it is up 4.07%. Well, that was a mouthful. I hope all of you are going to have a fantastic day on the markets on Tuesday. If there's a stock that you want me to cover and that you just want to see, okay, are there buy signals? Are there sell signals? You know, what's going on according to Ray's indicators? Then I am more than happy to take a look at those. Please reach out to me in the comment section down below. I appreciate all of you for watching, and Ray Tovin out.